Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Greetings, salutations. Welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden. What happened, Juniper?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you lose power? No, I want to talk about
it. She got a
it.
big bowl of cereal and she spilled it on her PC just now.
I lost power. It hasn't been updated on the map yet either.
Well, shit, man.
Yeah. I'm here though. I'm here.
Guys, I guess
we're
not gonna do any D&D today. Thank you guys so much for playing.
I can see it with the mind.
I'm gonna wither and die. I'm gonna wither away.
Kidding. For Junie, we're gonna play D&D because she is insistent.
That's all right. I'll keep my disgusting sound and talking to a minimum.
You're fine. I just know that you are like, do or die. This is gonna fucking happen, goddammit. Your power will come back in the middle of this, I'm sure. It'll be fun.
I hope so, Brett.
I also hope so. I mean, there was gonna be like a in-game cinematic that was gonna be in Foundry when you enter the dungeon. Like, you're gonna watch as the camera pans up to the dungeon, and I'm gonna have everyone be like, guys, pointing at it.
Here's the surprise. It's a 5-minute, fully animated and colored cutscene. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Is this hand drawn? Was this done by James Baxter?
I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And you're gonna be like, holy shit, was that Ryan Reynolds voicing that? I'm like, yeah, man.
Ryan Reynolds is Sal.
Don't let me hold you guys back. Go on.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
Have fun.
Fucking bratty Judy behavior. That's what we're here for. Hell yeah. All right. So, everyone, welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden. I guess we should begin. Hugh will be doing our recap today for a little bit of a D6 inspiration.
Oh, I forgot that.
Don't everyone speak up at once.
I wanted to give the others a chance.
Yeah.
I'm weak in the noodle.
You can, okay, all right. So maybe some of you will be interested when we have like 2 weeks back to back. Absolutely.
Yes, but I can do that.
Yeah, and bonus if you can do it in your character's perspective, that would be really awesome.
Yeah, dude, I've been in Narnia for like a week. I wish I could.
Oh my God. All right, Crown, take it away.
This is not a night render.
I understand.
The Kelvin's Cairn, the last known location of the Shield Dwarves' iron shipment, said to be lost to a terrifying Yeti threat, one which we've encountered before. During our trip to the cairn, we are waylaid by an all-consuming blizzard, one which shrouds us in snow and ice. However, during our attempts to get out of the blizzard, we discover a lone individual stood in the middle of the pass, covered in ice, frozen to their core. Curiosity got the better of us, and we were rewarded with the sight of a truly monstrous being, an ancient white dragon. Fleeing the encounter with our lives, thanks to the creature needing to wake up, we managed to abscond to Caer Koenig before going out into the wilderness. Tracks are found, recent, within the last hour. A band of goblins and their beasts of burden traveled towards the base of the cairn. Approaching them, wariness of the goblins' behalf and some poor attempts at persuasion lead us into a frantic, chaotic battle. Goblins siding with supposed runaway slaves, darkness that swallows goblins whole, flaming spheres, and more. It ultimately ends with us victorious. A number of goblins, save for the shaman, are dead, and the iron is our possession once more. Returning to Bryn Shander, we are rewarded with a bloodstone each, paid handsomely for our efforts.
Nicely done. Good recap. And now you're going to get a fucking D6 inspiration. We were doing this for free before, and now I have to give Crowned inspirations as was dictated by the fucking, what do you call it? The union, the player union.
That's right.
Nice.
All right. Oh, you already have an inspiration. Okay, well, I'm gonna delete that.
I shouldn't. I used my last one.
Did you?
Yeah, I used it during the fight.
What did you use it on?
I used it to secure an attack with Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Are you fucking questioning my notes?
No, I'm not questioning.
I don't believe him.
Say Say it with your chest.
say it with your fucking chest, man. So yes, you've completed that. You also got yourself 100. You guys each got a bloodstone, I believe, for that. I don't know what happened to my throat.
I think we just converted it to money already.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you immediately sold it. Very good. Very good. I think who's holding all the money? Isn't it Sotek or something like that? Yes.
I had a bunch, but now I think everyone took their own 50. So
Okay, cool.
It's
Yeah.
more distributed.
Yeah, I see the distributions. Okay. Also, I think Sotek, you've got 6 leathers and 6 shields, it looks like, that you might be able to exchange for some money. Money. You guys are actually over in Bryn Shander right now. Would you like to exchange that for wealth?
Yes.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Yes, I would.
Why?
Okay.
You take these things that are heavy and turn them into money, which is worth more and lighter?
I'm happy to let you know you have earned a generous sum of 60 gold pieces for all that you've sold.
Oh, baby.
We gotta loot people more often. That shit's
That's another
crazy.
aspect right there.
we dooby do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You guys are over in Bryn Shander. We're gonna do a a bit of a above board stuff until you guys are ready to go someplace new, or if you are interested in talking to someone or talking with some folks, just so we can get to the meat and potatoes of some of the great stuff that this day is going to offer. First and foremost, can everyone please go ahead and give me a long rest?
Oh, okay.
Will you guys be camping, or will you be staying at the inn at Bryn Shander?
They let us sleep on the street.
Oh, no, you won't be sleeping on the street. You'll be sleeping out in the wilderness. So that's why.
What's up, man? What's up? We can't sleep in the alley? What's up, man?
We can't do that? What the fuck, dude? Come on, man.
I'm not
Let's go,
sleeping in
bro.
a snowbank.
Max friendliness, my ass.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Every 2 hours, we move locations, and then the next person takes watch, and we do that 5 times. It works.
That's not how you won't be able to long rest if that's what you end up doing. That's not gonna work. I do need to let you know, however, the inns at Bryn Shander are a little bit more upscale. Rooms will cost you 5 silver pieces.
Oh,
if
they
you
just
decide
hate
to stay
homeless
here.
people. That's what
Mine.
Depending on what you...
Gentrified.
Yeah. Gentrified Bryn Shander.
this place sucks.
That's Tisk.
I do also want to let you know that the winds are getting a little bit more violent, the winter more cold, and food is becoming less plentiful. This is to let you know that if you wish to purchase food to survive in towns, they are now going to cost you 2 silver pieces a person. If you wish to maintain your appropriate nutritional level. And yes, as time continues to pass on and the food becomes more scarce within the 10 towns, those prices will only be going up. Still cheaper than rations, though. So, you know, you're still on the up and up. So, with that said, would you guys like to sleep and eat today?
I would like that.
Half seas on the inn. 2.5 silver, right?
It's going to be, yeah, 2.5 silver for 1 room if you guys are all staying in the same room.
Well, if someone covers the other, right?
I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
Here. Math. 18.
Yeah, go ahead and reduce 2 silver and 5 copper pieces for the room. The room in Bryn Shander is actually, it's a pretty nice establishment. It's probably the best room you guys have stayed in so far. You're kind of used to like the distraught and stretched out floorboards, kind of the ruined area that's just barely enough to keep you guys warm. Better than a tent, but not much better. Entering in Bryn Shander's room, however, into the prosperous inn in the taverns that you've been staying in, you'll kind of feel that the warmth of these buildings is able to hold this warmth a little bit more. So you guys are going to rest pretty well by staying within the Bryn Shander inns. And then I would like everyone to reduce 2 silver pieces from your inventory, please, if you will be dining in Bryn Shander. If someone wished to be generous, that is also 1 gold piece to feed everyone if you so desire. Will everyone be?
Rob, can you do all of that for me?
Yeah. If
Thank you.
if you want to eat 2 silver pieces from your inventory, please.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. And I will reduce it for you.
What does a gold break into? Is that 100 silver? Or
No. This guy's got WoW conversion on the brain.
Sorry,
Look at him.
I got
This
confused.
guy, hey, this
again.
guy's crazy.
This is why I don't do the recap, fellas.
Because you don't know the conversion rate? That's a lazy excuse if I've ever heard one. Guys, I don't know how much silver goes to the gold. I can't do the recap. It's 10 silver to 1 gold piece.
Okay.
To which we each earned bloodstones, which
I'm
were
gonna
worth,
break
as I can recall, 5,000 silver pieces.
No.
No.
Absolutely not. That would be 500 gold pieces if that was the case.
I'm sorry, I don't know the conversion rate.
I can't do the recap. I don't know the conversion.
I could do it. Brett, 2 things. I still have
Yes.
some scimitars and short bows in my inventory.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. I was wondering
Do
what
those
else
2.
you looted. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then I broke a gold into 10 silver, and then I subtracted 2 from that for my meal, if that works.
That does work.
Okay.
Okay, you're selling. Oh my god.
Yippee.
Everyone.
Yeah, I goblined, all right? I
Everyone.
goblined those goblins.
I whisper to
You
the
did
party.
great. Honestly, you did great, brother.
This guy's about to be fucking loaded right now.
Oh my god.
Finally, someone looted the bodies. Okay. So that lovely little blacksmith with the shoddy work will happily take it. The blacksmith will kind of give you a little. Yeah, I suppose I could use that for scrap metal. It's made of shoddy quality. Shoddy stuff. The scimitar looks better than all the tools that this blacksmith has made before, but he
I
will.
fucking hate this guy. I hate this guy
he
so
will-
much.
He will have. Why do you hate this guy? Please describe
I
it
hate
for
him.
me.
I hate him.
That's not a reason you're hating for no. But yeah, he will happily purchase it. He goes, yeah, I'll give you 150 gold for the whole lot.
Wow.
I stick my little snake tongue out. It's a deal.
All right.
Oh,
Holy, I'm loaded. What?
oh my gosh.
You guys have
Noted.
money. You have money.
We have money.
Dude, we can buy
Session
a
are
big
we on?
chicken.
You can
Session
buy.
are we on? How long did it take?
Don't worry about it. There's the first goblin encounter where you're like, take their stuff, take their pants, take their socks, fucking get them.
I'm trying to think if we've encountered any other like humanoid stuff that we could have.
No,
looted.
I don't think you've encountered anything. Yeah, the only encounter that I recall is like wildlife and Yeti that you ran from. Yeah, this is like
Evil griffin things.
yeah, these were the first like humanoid creatures that you're actually able
I
to
took
do.
what's his name's head though.
You sure did. You sure did. All right, everyone long rested, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna long rest for Poppy. Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace. You may have noticed. You may not have noticed. And in case you haven't noticed, I point at Crowned and tell him to shut the fuck up before he says anything. You've got a new resource on your character sheets. It's
did
life
notice.
points.
It's hard.
That's correct. Life points. What the heck are life points? Well, in an effort to make this game more fun and interesting and up the stakes.
Okay, man.
Sorry, I was a little aggressive. Little fun time for you guys. We are changing the way dying works in this game.
Oh man.
Okay.
So, originally with the rule sets, when you go down, you start making death saving throws until you get back up or until someone heals you and you pick up. In the hardcore experience, if you are knocked down, you suffer an injury, but if you're healed, you'd be able to get back up. Everyone knows how this works. So I am currently, as I advertised looking at chat, working on a new TTRPG system, codenamed IO5E. That's not the actual name, but it is currently dubbed IO5E because it still has a lot of 5E into this. And the way that dying works in IO5E is that instead of being knocked down, you will lose a life point and then regain hit points, much like as if you completed a short rest. So you roll all your hit dice plus your constitution modifier per hit die, and you just you lose a life point, but then you immediately heal hit points. So you never go down in this game. There's no dying state. It's just you lose a life point, you heal a little bit, you're still in the fight. You have 2 life points. You will always have 2 life points. And if you get to 0 life points and then drop to 0 health, you are dead at that point. There is no death saving throws. There's nothing like that.
Oh.
If you have no life points left and you drop to 0 hit points, you are gone. So now you're gonna have Yes, so you're gonna have a better understanding of where you are at from a health resource, instead of this sort of like tug of war gamble of like, okay, now I'm dying, I gotta get 3 successes, or I need someone to pick me up with some healing. You don't have to worry about your turn rolling a dice and being like, my turn's done. And yeah, so you're definitely gonna be able to like kind of go in and continuously fight at this point.
But
now,
Mr. Ultimus,
yes.
what about the injury table?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Every time you lose a life point, you roll on the injury table as normal. So, yeah.
So you can still get decapitated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you are able to, so if you lose a life point at that point, you still take an injury, but you heal back up and you heal back up and you're still able to stay in the fight, essentially, whenever you are able to do that. And the reason why...
You know what I like?
Go on.
The most about this is now we can lose a limb while being conscious, which I think is really delightful.
Yes, absolutely. You will, you kind of go into a little bit of shock as you like drop that limb down. Ah! So,
yeah, that really puts a shine behind my eye, Brett. I'm down to take this.
Very good, very good.
How would this work exactly with like, if you were to fall a long distance or take like 50 damage on, say, an 8 hit point character?
I'm so happy you asked. So what'll happen is if you fall off a cliff and you lose 50 hit points on an 8 hit point character, the normal dying rule says you die because you lost double your maximum hit points and you're dead at that point. Now you have a little bit more of a fighting chance, probably not with 50 hit points lost, I would say. But essentially what happened is you would take, let's say it's, you have 8 hit points, you fall off a cliff, you take 20 points of damage. You lose the 8 hit points, you lose a life point, you heal, you kind of do a healing surge to like get back up. A rally is what we call it. And then all the hit points from beyond that will then continue to tick down. So then you might lose multiple.
Shit.
Okay.
God.
So damage spills over.
Yes, it does.
It's super effective.
Yes. Yeah. And then so you might lose. I mean, if you lose 3 times your hit points, you're fucking dead. Like, there's nothing more that's gonna be said about that, you know? You have plenty of wiggle room, as it is right now, to take, like, over damage, as it were. But if you take an excessive amount of over damage, yeah, you're gonna fucking die. You're gonna fucking croak at that point in time. So yeah. And, so Scrumbus is fucked with his D4 hit points. Scrumbus has always been fucked with his D4 hit points.
It is a miracle that a stubbed toe hasn't.
Nothing has fucking changed from that. Nothing has absolutely.
Glare, man.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we gain hit points back at a long rest, or sorry, life points back at a long rest.
You gain 1 life point in a long rest.
Oh. Ooh, interesting.
So if you are taking some heavy fucking damage, you're down to 0 life points, you might want to give yourself a couple of days before you go back out and adventure. No, Crown, we will not be doing 1 week.
Son of a
Crown.
Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me?
Desperately wants to do 1 week. And the reason why is because it would be boring. It would be very boring if we did it that way. I feel like
1 week per life point? Is that what?
Yeah. So we do have an extreme survival rule where life points are so detrimental that you need a week to regain it back. But the default rule is you gain 1 life point a day. So
a long rest, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And if you somehow drop to 0 life points, you know, maybe take a couple of days to like recuperate all that. So absolutely.
God, you're kind of messed up, man.
Yep.
Hey, I need a bit of a mental health day, so y'all go and explore that dungeon without me, all right?
Look, at the end of the day, the only thing this really changes is what death is represented in at that point. You know what I mean? So with death saving throws, it's very easy to recover from. You do also get the injury, but with the life point system, you actually do have like a fucking resource of like how much farther you can push yourself. D&D has always had a very forgiving death rule, but I feel like with this life point system, it's going to make things a bit more spicy, a little bit more interesting, but also keep you in the fight, so you don't have to have turns where you're like, I roll a die, okay, I'm done, bye-bye, and then you just, and then everyone else fights without you. You get to stay in the fucking fight, so it should be a fun time. It's a different change. Might not be everyone. When I talk about everyone, I'm talking about the audience, everyone's cup of tea, but the important thing is, are you guys cool with this rule before we transition into it? Anyone want to keep with the normal
I guess it's okay. I guess it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Lawman,
Yeah.
Lawman, you good?
To me.
Okay. And then I look at Scrumbus and his 4 hit point fragile stuff. You good with this change, my guy?
Yeah. Can you explain how a short rest works one more time?
Oh, if short rest works as normal.
Okay. So I would just have hit die, I recover.
Yeah.
Get my spell slots.
Okay. Yeah. You're not gonna lose hit die. You don't lose hit die whenever you rally from losing a life point.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sweet.
But that's that's the way I kind of look at it at that point. So, but yeah, no, your hit points don't get spent. When you lose a life point and you rally, you always roll the same amount of hit die, which is all of your hit die, plus your Constitution modifier times all of your hit die. So essentially, every time you rally from losing a life point, it's like taking a short rest and spending all of your hit die to recover, but you don't actually spend the hit die. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting.
So you always rally, you always heal up there. Spare the Dying's useless then? Yeah, Spare the Dying's a silly spell. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome to hardcore, people. I don't think
I've ever seen anybody actually use Spare the Dying.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's very easy. You'll always find the negatives in this. It's always going to be a different vibe, a different feeling. But I feel like for a hardcore game, a life point system is going to feel really fucking good. So, yeah, should be good. But Tom, you are like
I like experimenting.
Yeah, Tom, you are like, are you genuinely good with this change? I just want to confirm that.
Yeah, no, that I do. Is there any way to like fall unconscious then?
Yeah. So you can fall unconscious if someone's doing like, if you're like put to sleep, or if someone like is doing what we call subdual damage, non-lethal damage. You fall unconscious without losing the life point. But if someone's actively like going after you and punching you in the fucking face and trying to kill you, yeah, you don't fall unconscious until you're dead at that point. So, but you'll always, yeah, go on.
I do look forward to seeing how this system runs.
Yeah, all right. As do I. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, and to everyone who's saying like, oh, just excess damage will just instantly kill a character. Excess damage has always, in 5e, excessively killed people. Nothing has fucking changed on that. So anyone that's just like, oh, but if someone takes a lot of damage, they're just gonna instantly die. And it's like, yeah, that in D&D, if you take excessive amount of damage, you skip the dying stage. You just die. You know, we take
50 points of damage. I die right now as Nightrender with the most hit points in the party.
Yeah.
That is the rule for everybody.
Anyone?
There was a particular dragon in this campaign. Yes. I feel like you would have seen the mechanic.
Yeah. You would have fucking died.
This life point mechanic actually saves me in a lot of those situations, because normally I'd take 16 damage to die. Now I take 24 damage to die.
Exactly. Yeah. You do have a little bit more wiggle room. And so yeah, if you fall off a cliff, and take 50 points of damage, whether you're using D&D rules or the life point rules, you fucking die. Nothing changes.
If you know, you try to do something like, oh, I don't know, float above an avalanche on a Tensor's floating disc, and that fails horribly.
Absolutely. All right, so now that we've
random example.
Yeah, and now that we've gone over the mechanic, we shall now proceed with the rest of this game. So let's see here. Okay, so you guys are at Bryn Shander. You all have reduced the 2 silver pieces. Today, you guys were going to head on out to look for this mysterious thief that's been taking things from Caeora Koenig. Was there anything that you guys wanted to purchase in Bryn Shander?
Raises my rich finger.
Yes, how can I help you, sir?
I've been looking at magic item tables for a little bit now, Brett, and I think I'd like to go shopping.
Okay, I see. What kind of magic item are you looking for?
One potion of healing.
Sorry, I thought that was it. You're like, I'm ready to go with 1 potion of healing, please.
1 art, please.
Anyone else want anything?
I'm not finished.
Yeah. Oh, very good, very good.
I'd be looking for something to keep me warm on those long journeys to the wilderness. Looking for, and if I need to, I will ritual cast detect magic to sort of source it out. I'm looking for a thermal cube.
Thermal cube. Okay.
Is that like a lava lamp?
Good choice.
All right, let's take a. Give me a second to take a gander at this. So
my man's been reading.
We always reward the readers. Oh my God. This is an item that's available in Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. That's where this came from.
Ooh. That's right, baby. That's right.
The 3-inch cube of solid brimstone generates enough dry heat to keep the temperature within 15 feet of it at 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my God.
35 degrees Celsius.
Yo!
Is there a way to turn it off? Because I feel like we can have trail of melted snow wherever we walk.
Cube.
Yeah, you toss it 20 feet away from you. Very good, very good. Yes, that would be available in Bryn Shander. Very good. What else would you like?
How much are these things costing?
Okay, well, the thermal cube will cost you. Let me check my original ruling.
400 gold.
It's gonna be, it'll be 100 gold pieces for it, I believe. So it will be, let me check here. Magic items. Yep. Nothing else needs to be looked for. It'll be 100 gold pieces for the thermal cube, and the potion of healing will be 50 gold pieces. So far, your receipt has 150 gold pieces on it.
I just want you to know that if you pull out that heat rock at all,
I'm gonna fucking shit on it.
we're gonna be best friends.
The cube will be pulled out because I will make this purchase. However, I actually will sort of conglomerate with the party after my personal shopping trip. I'll come back on with the cube. I was thinking, friends, perhaps we could invest in transportation. And I'll flick a coin in the air.
Make a dexterity check.
Fascinated by the beast.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Let's roll see if you drop the coin. You drop the coin. It stumbles in your hand. It just falls into the snow.
I pick it up. I think we
What'd
should
you call heads or tails?
I think we should get sled dogs.
Why the dogs?
Or perhaps another creature, something to carry us. Quickly,
I like
across
yellow.
the snows.
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we buy boy?
Whoa!
Do we buy boy?
That is dog spoken for in another city.
Okay, we buy our own boy.
I have boy, and I pat my snake.
My identical boy.
How many animals are we gonna name boy?
The only one.
Yes.
I pet my snake
That's
again. It's no name. What if perhaps we could try larger creature? The X-Beaks stabled out by the gate.
Oh, I thought you were okay. I thought you were talking about the polar bears that the goblins had.
Well, that would also be very nice, but probably not doable.
I think training might be an issue. Unless we took
Nightrender's
those
going
specific
to-
polar bears.
Iron's gonna thumb out his coin purse, and he's just gonna kind of plap it into Sotek's hand. It's 50 gold.
Well, how much is an axe beak?
I was going to find out.
Oh, let's go.
But we'd like to go to the Axe-Beak store.
It's really impressive. You head over to the front of Bryn Shander. You will see this sort of like generic building, and inscribed in prestidigitation magic, lighting up is the sign that called the Axe-Beak store. It flashes the entire name, and then it flashes one letter each time.
Neon lettering.
Axe-Beak. Yes,
Can there
Poppy?
be a structure like an oversized chicken coop?
Yeah.
Like just a chicken coop that somebody has grabbed a corner and dragged it and made it a bit bigger.
Yeah. It's a you'll see you'll see this like giant chicken coop where Axie the Axebeak mascot is there, and he's got big cartoon eyes, and he's pointing over at the door.
We're right across the street from the Gnome Depot.
The hell did you just say?
Holy shit.
I remember one
real?
time an Axie came to my school and told us how to prevent wildfires. It was very good.
Is that the real Axie?
I love the idea.
No, the real Axie is more like a mythos.
Poppy has a childhood memory of Axie approaching her and being like, remember, tattling's cool.
Tell us, friends.
Always tell authority figures, and that like really resonated with her.
Does Axie also moonlight as the Forgotten Realms Dare mascot?
If you see something, say something, always. Okay. So yeah, you'll go into sort of this shop. It is like this big advertised sort of stable. And as you're walking in, everyone's kind of wearing these everyone's wearing these like what are they called? Like doublets and gaibons and like leather doublets that are sort of different colors of various axe beaks. So it's very tropical. It looks, like almost like these feathers of like red and yellow and white, almost like a uniform. So as you kind of step in, you'll see someone come up to you with a bright smile on their face, walk over to you, Soktech, and goes, welcome to the Axe Beak store. How can we make your Axe Beak day today?
I would like to purchase 2.
Oh,
How much is this?
2 of our finest axe beaks, very well. Do you have a color preference for any of the axes?
Is there purple?
No, they're all white, I'm afraid.
Oh.
It's been very problematic. We've been trying to get more in, but
Then I'll take what you have.
Okay.
What did you offer?
Well, in case you wanted to get one on back order. It'll probably take 3 to 6 months to get here, though. But you want one today, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I came to the X-Peak store today to buy an X-Peak today.
Okay,
Not
I
in
understand.
6 months.
Look, I just started here like 3 weeks ago. I need you to lower your tone. Lower your tone, okay?
Where is your manager?
I'm the manager! Okay, you wanted 2, right? We could get you 2. We could absolutely get you 2. It'll cost you a total of 100 gold pieces for 2.
Did the 50 gold that Night Render put in my hand already go to my inventory or no? I took away the 150.
Oh yeah,
I
think I was gonna add it and then I got distracted. It has been added to your inventory. 217 gold pieces are in your
217 still is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy them. I got money, guys.
Oh my god, he's fucking loaded.
Wow.
Dude.
I'll buy 2 axe beaks for 100 gold.
Okay.
Soktech making it rain.
Is there anything else you'd like? Sleds, wagons?
Yes, but what is the difference between a sled and a wagon?
That's a great
One's got wheels, the other one's got like sleddy things on, like skis.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Let me see here. Okay, so a sled weighs 300 pounds. So it also, keep in mind, this weight is going to be going in here. So you'll be able to like store some things on very easily. You guys will be able to ride on that. Although, like, I'm trying to see how much it actually can carry. That's a dog sled, if you want a sled dog. But the empty sled will cost you about 20 gold pieces. It'll weigh about 300 pounds and has room on the back for 1 driver. So you would need to somehow get 6 axe peaks and 6 sleds if you wanted that. However, if you wanted to purchase a wagon, let me actually take a look at this real fucking quick. I paged through the player's handbook. 1 moment, please. 1 moment. Oh no, I need to go to mounts and vehicles. Okay, so we can get a sled. Weighs about 300 pounds, worth 20 gold pieces. We can, if you want to get something bigger for everyone, you can do a carriage, cart, or chariot.
Ooh.
The carriage will cost you 100 gold pieces. Let's see. Enable opponent carriage cart. I'm trying to see like how many people. I'm gonna say the carriage will be able to carry all of you if you decide to go that. Same with the cart, honestly. It just depends on, do you want to do this in style? So the cart's gonna be uncovered. It's gonna be 200 gold pieces. It's gonna weigh a little less. The carriage is going to be a bit more covered, so it'll actually kind of protect you from the elements. The only thing about that is it'll be 600 gold pieces. And then, not 600 gold pieces. It weighs 600 pounds. It'll cost you 100 gold pieces. And then the chariot, for like some freaking reason, is like, yeah, that's what I thought the chariot was. Oh, I mean, yeah, chariot, I guess, is a bit more loftier. Probably gonna fit you guys a bit more comfortably. But that costs the most at 250 gold pieces.
Okay. I am not that rich. I might need a loan.
But the cart will be 15 gold if you decide to use the cart.
Wait, the cart that fits us all is 15 gold?
Yes, but you're gonna have to do some modifications to it to have it ride in the snow. This is just a standard cart.
So maybe carriage?
I'm down for carriage if I get a little bit of extra from...
I got some gold. How much is it?
It'll be 100 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces. I have 100 left, so maybe we split.
I can throw in 25.
25? Round briefly. Party. Donation.
You're tapping your cup.
Brett, how much money do I have?
You have 76 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, I'll toss in another 25.
Ooh.
All right, then I'll do 50, and we'll do 25, 25, 50.
I'm trying to
go.
save up for a spell that will help us out should we happen to careen off a cliff again.
That's fine.
Let me add the 50 for you. Or go ahead and add, Go ahead and add 25 from your, you already calculated it all together. So you took 50.
I took 50 away from mine.
And Sal, you're taking 25 away from yours?
I took my 25, yeah.
Awesome, and I already took away Poppy's, so that is very, very good. So, excuse me. So yeah, you'll be able to get a nice little carriage. As you kind of go outside, you'll actually see this sort of like axe beak decal logo painted over the side of it. And it goes, here's your carriage.
Wait, sorry. What is the description of this?
So it's a covered carriage, and then on the side of it, you sort of see this like axe beak head decal that's been like painted
cute.
on.
Okay, cool.
Where are the axe beaks?
We're getting paid to sponsor these guys?
Yes, they ignore that and drag. They pull out these two beautiful axe beaks. Like, even though seems like a really, interesting store, these axe beaks have been loved and well taken care of. Yes.
Can I see if I can go over maybe an animal handling check and like see if they're like well behaved, well trained, like are they gonna pull this cart? Like, are they gonna be okay with that?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that animal handling check. Ooh. Wow.
Are they gonna pull this cart?
Now, do an insight check to see if they're telling you. You realize how overwhelmed you are by this. Oh boy.
Holy.
Yeah, you're
getting the bad ones out of the way.
Yeah, you're kind of like completely overwhelmed a little bit, by you look at these axe beaks, they're standing there waiting for your command. The guy in the doublet kind of comes out and he's just like, hey, is your first time with an axe beak?
Yes, what do you do?
Oh, hey, that's okay. No worries. We're gonna go through all that with you. Absolutely nothing to worry about. So how much time do you have? Because we could absolutely talk about this.
It's okay. I got this. Check this out. And Sal's gonna walk up to the closest axe beak and attempt to, pet it and get its trust.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an animal handling. Ooh. So as you arrive, you place your hand upon the beak, a little bit of the feathery head that it is, and as you go in, the axe beak will actually press its beak against your bare hand, showing its sign of comfort and trust with you.
Yeah, there we go.
The beak is intimidating.
It is, but they're trained. They know what to do.
The key thing is not to show fear with these creatures. They'll turn on you in an instant if they think they can overwhelm you.
That is very good to know. Thank you. I wish I knew that before my purchase.
I mean, points at this giant axe beak. I don't know what to tell you. With any animal, horse or otherwise, it needs to feel trusted and protected by you.
Yes, very well. Thank you.
We're also included a free set of reins for both of these, as well as a couple of complimentary saddles in case you ever decide to take one out in the wilderness solo one day.
Did you say Sal's?
No, saddle.
Sal's?
Saddle. What's a Sal's?
I think they do. Did they duplicate you?
I don't know what goes on here.
Are you pointing at your fucking brain?
You're one of a kind. We need to destroy their inventory.
I've never heard of that store before. What do you sell? Looks at Sal.
Sal?
Blank stare. I'm gonna call this one Sal Jr. And he keeps petting the beak of the axe beak.
All right. So with that said, the name entry screen popped up. Lobos took the controller and went Sal Jr. And he goes, "All right, he's forever known as Sal Jr. We'll make sure to write that on his papers."
I think that's great.
And he just writes on these almost like pedigree papers for these axe beaks. One of them is Sal Jr. Is it the abbreviated Junior, or is it like completely spelled out?
No, it's just JR.
Okay, we'll put that right there. JR. Okay.
Easier to fill out.
Very good.
Yeah,
And
Saving time on the bureaucracy stuff.
now, what about the other one? And then they kind of like move the paper over to the back of it and looks over at you. What would you like to name the other one?
They're looking at Sal.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes, they are, because you're the one that's like, like you're showing to them that you're the handler. You're the one that clearly Sotek's the money guy, and you're the one that's gonna be like handling these.
I think Sal would look to the party. I've already got Sal Jr. That's all I need, unless we want them to both be Sal Jr.
I think they get confusing.
Okay, Sal will approach the second axe beak and attempt to curry favor with it.
Okay.
Let's see how it responds.
Okay. Yeah. It not as gentle as the one before. It kind of like harumphs a little bit as you pet it, but it allows you to do so with a gentle hand. It's pretty neutral towards it, but it's enough to establish a trusting relationship, and is also bonded with you now. You will be the one that will be on top of the chariot, kind of like, or on top of the wagon, sort of like.
Oh boy!
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm gonna call this one Spaghetti.
Good choice naming it food.
This is good.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Like it sounds.
Okay.
Good name. Good strong noodle.
Wrong name.
not going to be the asshole to be like, all right, spells it completely, butchers the name. No, it'll be Spaghetti. So Sal Jr. and Spaghetti the Axebeak.
Perfect.
Oh, very good. So
I get in the back of it.
Yeah, you're just gonna get it. Yeah, as you kind of like go in the carriage, it already feels so much better than the fucking outside. And the seat's very like, it's plush. It's a very nice like cushioned seat in the back as well. It could easily fit 4 of you with one riding the 2 Axebeaks on top, and you are able to also attach all of your any excess stuff on the top of the carriage. Now, if you would like something to hold like more stuff for you guys, you can also attach a cart and then essentially have this like caravan that you're pulling, dragging, but it's more weight management.
How much wiggle room do we have weight-wise? Like, how much can they both pull?
Yeah, I'm actually looking right now. I know the Axebeak can carry like a shit ton, so I don't think it's gonna be too much to worry about there. Let me just type Axebeak.
As a heads up party, because I just realized I have it. I do have proficiency in animal handling.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
All right, let's see. Axbeak has a strength of 14. I'm checking his inventory weight now. Let's see here. It says it can carry 420 pounds, but I feel I can carry a lot more than that.
I could have swore it had like heavy build and stuff.
Yeah, because
isn't there carry and drag weight?
Yeah. So its carry weight is 420 pounds. It has the same build as an ox. So let me actually, or an oxen, or what's the fucking? Give me a quick moment. Sorry, not oxa, a mule. Is it? Yeah. Oh, there's the stat block.
Because we had Poppy dragging the sled earlier, I thought he was gonna say they have the same build as Poppy.
Yes, they do. They are considered large. They're considered one size category larger. So they are beast of burden. I don't think it calculates everything correctly, so they count as one size category larger. And since Axbeaks are large characters, they are considered with the carrying capacity of huge. Unless these are specialized Axbeaks. Let me double check real quick. An Axbeak's blade tool. Yeah, these are large beasts. And they are supposed to be considered beasts of burden from last I checked. Let's see here. Axis fight, domesticated Axbeak, an animal carrying can. Yeah, its weight up to 5 times its base carrying capacity, including the weight. Oh, okay, I see what it is. So
there we go.
Yeah, because it is a large. Yeah, because it is a large character. So it doesn't have beast of burden, but it is a large creature, which means it already has like a mule's like carrying capacity. So I will now do the following: 420 plus 420 times 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can carry a total of 4,200 pounds.
Yes, sir.
I think we're gonna make it.
Nice.
So I take up about a third of that.
If you need to long haul across the snow, you need yourself an Axbeak Tundra.
You need yourself an Axbeak. Yeah, I mean that's exactly it.
We are riding in Giga style now, by the way. Covered carriage with a heat cube wherever we go.
Dude, the air conditioning's on. This fucking rocks.
To turn the air conditioning off, we just store to turn the air conditioning on, we just store the heat cube.
I will.
I think.
Yeah, go on.
Poppy sort of slowly, like she's been pretty excited this whole time, but she starts to sullenly open her palms and look down at her hands. Poppy, no longer needed to carry.
Oh. Well, they cannot join us everywhere.
Oh.
And in those times, puts hand on shoulder, you can carry my things.
I can carry little bit still. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I feel much better.
Never give up.
Okay, I'm still useful.
Okay, get in the carriage.
Yes.
Get in the fucking carriage. I will also let you know you are gonna get a deal with this thermal rock that you also purchased, SoakTech. It comes with a specialized, insulated magic box. So what this means is when you open it up and place the rock in the box and close it, the heat will not escape from the box. So,
okay, nice.
Yeah, so you will have the ability to sort of like take it out, the heat will fill out, put it back in, close that, and yeah. So you'll have this sort of like magic box that goes along with this thermal rock that you got.
You just gotta burp it every once in a while, or else it'll pressurize and explode.
You gotta open it a little bit, yeah. And it's gonna feel very toasty when you place your hand in, but it's not gonna burn you. It's magic. It's fucking magic, guys. It'll be fine.
It's magical.
It's magical. Ooh. All right, I'm adding the thermal cube to your inventory. Nice. And then I will also be adding the potion of healing to your inventory. And you already reduced the money from that, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are huge.
Yep.
I went from poor to rich to poor in a single day.
No, my good sir, you've made investments.
You have made
Dividends.
You have made some investments today. That is correct.
The
Other
return
buzzwords.
on this will give us the ability to do quests in no time flat, cutting the time in half, making more money faster.
That is true. Yeah, now your trips will be cut in half now that you are appropriately out there.
We could reach towns in still daytime. It's kind of nutty now.
It's a fucking game changer right now. It's really fucking good. Now, owning a mount does have some expenses that I would like you to be made aware of now that you've made this purchase. That's fucked. He's like, all right, yeah, thanks for that. Thank you, sign there. All right, very good. Okay, now, here's what you are required to do to maintain the mount. Your animals are going to need food, specifically food per day. Because you have 2 axe beaks, it will cost 1 silver piece to keep them both fed per day. So every day you're gonna have to reduce 1 silver piece. Otherwise you risk killing.
Is that with like fresh food?
With feed specifically.
So could I get that in advance?
Can I not scavenge for food for them?
Yeah, you can. I'm just saying that I'm just saying like the default of like if you're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah. So it will always be assumed that you have purchased enough feed for the day. So every day that you're traveling, you just post a silver piece. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
like to buy in bulk ahead of time if we can. I'd like to get just 1 gold worth of feed, whatever that is.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Which I think is 10.
Yeah, that'll be 10 days. 10 days of feed
Right.
is exactly what you can do.
We have 10 days of feed.
For both of them. So it will be a total of 10 days. It's 20 days for one person. But yes, if you have other food sources and you can hunt for that and feed the axe beaks, you don't have to worry about feed at that point. Also, if you do decide to stable these creatures while you are in town, or let's say you go to a town, you stable, and then you go, okay, we're just gonna walk to wherever we need to go because I can't take axe beaks over here. All the towns have stables. A stable costs 5 silver piece per day per mount, which means that'll be a gold piece a day for stabling costs.
Wow.
So, and if you don't pay the stabling cost while you're away, you risk losing the birds as they go, my bird now. So, yeah.
They always get you on the fees.
Okay. So, with that, those are the only expenses you need to know about. But they should be doable with what you guys have and how far you all can travel.
Yippee!
Okay, I'm gonna let an hour pass there. Good shopping. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I would like to purchase a scroll.
Very good. Which scroll would you like to purchase?
Scroll of Featherfall.
Ooh, very good. Featherfall is first level?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just check real quick. I believe that is going to be 50 gold pieces.
All right.
And there is also a fee for copying it into your book. You know that, correct?
Yeah. Yes. I'm just getting it to have it, so that way when the time comes when I do have the money to copy it into my book, then I will be able to do so.
Being a wizard's so fun. It's just so much fun. All right, let me pull up Scrumbus Bumply, and then Scrumbus, and then we're gonna add a spell. Which I think now I can just drag the spell into your inventory and it becomes a scroll. Yep. That's cool. The one D&D part, the one part of the D&D module that's actually really neat is just dragging a spell into your inventory and it just generates a scroll for you. So, very good. Let me just change the price on that because it's not going to be worth 60 gold. It's going to be worth 50 gold. But yeah, you will find a spell scroll of Featherfall and purchase it from a local magic shop.
Well, thank you very much.
Indubitably. He's got a curly mustache and a Mr. Monopoly hat.
Cool, bye.
So is there anything else you guys would like to purchase? Okay.
I have no money.
And once again, you must adventure for for your paycheck as you've spent everything that you can. All right. So, if you do wish to take the next quest that we talked about, you will have to head over to Caeora to do so. Is that where you guys would like to head now?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Ignore the
Oh,
speed limit.
yeah.
Let's get there.
All right.
Also,
Yes.
it ended up being a tree, I think, for my
Cool.
power. So so I might be stuck like this for a minute.
That's okay. I kind of just
Okay.
I assumed you were going to be, so it's all good.
All right.
Okay. So guys, I am happy to announce to get to Caeora now, it's going to be 5 hours of travel.
We're drifting.
Baby.
You guys will arrive just at the early afternoon.
Oh.
We have all day. We can do whatever we want.
God. Everybody's still awake.
Wow.
All the
Yeah.
shops are open.
It's a very comfortable ride. Because you spent a little extra on the carriage, the wheels were sort of meant for the road areas. You're kind of understanding now more about sleds and why that would be good in case you want to like navigate through everything. Because sleds are meant more for like non-roaded areas, but the carriage gets you through the 10 towns very easily and can be still effective in the wilderness. So yes, or excuse me, no, with the axe beaks, it doesn't matter where it is. You'll be able to pull through the snow anyways. But yeah, that's what happens. It was a 5-hour travel, very quick and easy travel if you decide to go up in the wilderness. At the end of the day, though, you're gonna need to like find a place to like what do you call it, like kind of like stable them when you're like out in the wilderness and like in a like a safe area. But I do think with your training and because they are trained axe beaks, you should be able to do that fairly easily enough. So but yeah, you have arrived over at Caeora. What would you guys like to do now?
We go over right away. It's a little.
We're
It's
going
like,
into the valley, right? The
yeah.
I think
We-
we're here
we
to
can
take up
either-
the quest.
I'm gonna get more details, right?
specifically.
Yeah, we could ask more. We could ask more.
It
Okay.
is. Let's see. Caeora is. Oh, never mind. I didn't get their name. I only got Trovus, which is the town speaker, the drunkard.
I can
What?
get you the other names if you'd like.
The tavern was like the something Lantern Tavern, wasn't it?
Yeah, without the
Or the
lantern.
North Star or something. It was like so tragic. They lost.
Yeah. Yeah, I will give you that information. Give me one quick second to change the area. Where are we? 10 towns. Okay. I will actually take you back to where you were in Caeora. All right. Very good. And then I just need to change some things. I need to change... We're no longer doing divine favors. I'm going to break concentration on that. And you are no longer concentrating on darkness. So we will break concentration on that. And let me just pull up my notes very quickly, and we'll let you know exactly what's going on in Caeora. Yes. So you are correct. This area was called the Northern Light, and it's missing its magical lantern. That's sort of on the top there. So yes, they is run by the Shorard sisters, Ali Shorard and Corey Shorard. I will spell that for you guys as well for our note takers. And Corey Shorard. You guys remember Ali as sort of being this like sweet and charming. She runs the front desk, and Corey is always just sort of scowling, and she's kind of working the back in the office and the kitchen. She is definitely the business side, not the customer service side. She's the one that just kind of keeps it all going. If you'd like a brief recap of the interaction that happened before, I'm more than happy to go over it as well. But if you remember what happened, we are free to continue from here. Let me know what you guys would like to do.
Do you guys need a recap?
I remember they're just blaming the dwarves for stealing their lantern, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is they're just saying, I think it was a dwarf. I think it was a dwarf. So, yeah, young woman looked up at you guys, you know, and they were kind of talking about what had happened. And Allie thought she saw a dwarf. So Allie's gonna set, you know, Allie was kind of confirming that the break-ins were happening, but there were no witnesses. The only clues were tracks leading to up to the Dwarven Valley. And Allie thinks that the tracks were made by dwarves who lived in the Dwarven Valley, since it was heading to the Dwarven Valley. You know, believing that these dwarves are desperate for food and ale, because that's what everyone's desperate for. But was really uncertain as to why they had took the lantern, essentially. And
how big is this town? Like, just like, is it just this big that we see on map? Like, how long would it take to walk around town? Like, do a whole circle?
If you would like to follow the tracks, like, what are you doing? Are you like looking for like other
I'd like
tracks
to
and everything?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna remember sort of how they described it and stuff, but because they're not certain, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic and do a lap around town to see if I get any pings of magical lanterns around.
Okay, so we're gonna say it's gonna take an hour for you to do that. All right, so your goal right now is essentially to walk around the town with detect magic on and just see if there's any magic in the area.
Yeah.
Okay, while Soaktech is doing that, would anyone else like to do anything or any investigating of their own?
I guess, I mean, I imagine there's literally no semblance of, like, tracks or anything.
I can't answer that unless you're going to commit to the investigation.
I'll commit to the investigation, sure.
Okay. So, we will do no check for Soaktech, because it's just detect magic, seeing if there's any magical sources around here. And then we will
also like to ask around town.
Okay. All right. I like it. Ooh, we got a fucking plan, guys. Okay. Very good. Okay, so we are going to do give me one quick second. All right, so if you're gonna ask around town, Scrumbus, you're gonna be doing an investigation check.
I will do that as soon as my game loads.
That's okay. Has your game not loaded this entire time?
No, it did. It's just when we got to the town, I only saw the people on the map and not the map itself.
Ah, I understand. Okay, very good. That wasn't the roll, by the way. I know you guys are seeing the natural one. That is not what I'm doing. So, since you are going to be asking people, Scrumbus, this is going to be more of a people sort of based skill. So this will be a charisma-based investigation check.
Virtual investigation normally, or?
I actually switched your stat over to charisma.
Okay.
For investigation. Holy shit!
Ooh, good job.
Info gathering.
This man is a charmer. Every person you've like come up to has been so open and welcoming. What have you kind of been asking about? Tell me how you ask. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Like if if they knew how long it was, if they seen anybody shady near that area that could have taken it.
Okay. So yeah, you go up to a person and you kind of see this this sort of older woman. She's walking with her dog, and you kind of go up to her, and she's just like, "Oh, hello, how can I help you?"
You cut out for a second. What'd you say?
Yeah, she goes, hello, how can I help you?"
I'm looking for a lantern that was in front of.
I completely forgot the name of the bar.
The Northern, I think it was called the Northern Light.
The Northern Light. In front of the Northern Light. I just wanted to know if you saw anybody like suspicious, or like if you like any sort of like information could help me out here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they lost their lamp?
Yep.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. There's thieves among us, absolutely. I recently lost something very dear to me that I believe was robbed from my house.
Do you think it was related?
Probably. My neighbor down the street saw the pair of goats, heard from the local tavern, but they had recently had a pair of goats stolen from them.
Your neighbor did, or they heard somebody? You heard?
My neighbor heard from their neighbor that the tavern had lost a pair of goats, that they believed it had been stolen. And I believe them because I lost a small sack of pearls that I had engraved upon my bedstand. They're completely gone now.
Anything special about your pearls in particular?
My word, they're pearls. They're all special to me.
Anything of say a magical sense.
Magical?
But aside from like their intrinsic value, why would somebody want to take them?
Because they're worth a lot of money, you silly.
Okay, we can tone down the name calling.
I'm sorry. I'm very distraught. I shouldn't have called you that.
I'm just trying to help, okay?
You're coming at my pearls, my precious pearls, so hard. I'm just very upset. But now that
walks by with his hand raised in the air, doing detect magic.
he's like hovering there.
This feels like just like standard questions. I'm not going after you or your pearls. I mean, I guess in some case I will be going after your pearls if they're connected to the lantern going missing.
Oh, I understand. You explained it very well. You're very charming, dear. Almost as if you rolled an 18 on that last charisma check, so I'm okay with this.
I am?
Mm-hmm. You're doing everything well. You're asking the hard questions.
Oh. Well, thank you. So the thieving isn't just limited to just the lantern. It seems to be happening all around town. Goats going missing, pearls going missing.
That's what I feel like. Yes.
Interesting.
I lost my pearls. You say that lamps got missing, the goats that were stolen that I heard from a neighbor of a neighbor. Absolutely.
It's a crime spree. All right, well, any underworld connections you might have that could help me out here?
Oh, what? Me? No. I don't know anything like that.
I'd like to insight that.
Yeah, sure. Let's see if she's part of a crime ring.
Come on, Grandma.
She seems genuinely shocked you were asking her of such a question.
Okay, well, I'll keep a lookout for your pearls and your neighbor's goats and the lantern. So thank you so much for the information.
Thank you. But my house is just down the street if you ever want to come by for some tea.
Ooh, you know what? Can't say no to that. And maybe when I come visit, I'll have your pearls. Who knows?
Oh, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Well, please don't.
I trust you so much implicitly. You will have my pearls when you come back.
Shit.
I'm gonna put my life on it.
Okay. Oh no. I wrote my mouth wrote a check my ass can't cash. All right, well, I'll see you later.
I'm gonna have a nice young man come to my house with my pearls and have tea with me. Oh, what a happy day that'll be.
Promise is already like 50 feet down the road.
Yeah, as you're saying, like you're running over, that's all you hear. She's just talking to herself.
Shit.
All right. So, Knight, please give me a survival check. Okay. Okay, so as you are sort of like walking and looking around, you will see a fresh line of footprints that goes out of the town towards the Dwarven Valley. But you are uncertain of what the tracks are and what it is. I will say, though, as you're kind of like walking in over these tracks and you see these smaller tracks, what's very alarming is you see big tracks with it. Like a big humanoid track.
I would like to use the last part of my trait here.
Okay. With that trait, I will give you some more information then. So, yeah, you will see what appears to be dwarvish footprints being joined with the footprints of an ogre as they then...
Ogre.
Yes. And then you're actually going to see the dwarven prints vanish. You'll then notice... because the dwarven footprints become sled markings.
I get it. The ogre ate the dwarf.
The ogre turned into a sled.
Yes.
Oh my god. It's a Matryoshka doll.
So yeah, you're gonna see these ogre footprints go out of town, and following behind it is going to be sled marks.
Oh, so they're using the ogre as a beast of burden. Interesting.
Everyone's got a way to get around.
Huh, okay. Do I know how long ago they passed through?
Go ahead and give me, how long ago?
Yes, sir. That's also part of the trait.
No, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think. The tracks do look old. So I'm going to say about 8 hours old.
Okay. So we missed them. Okay. He'll wait until basically everybody is back from their searches to share that information as a whole group.
All right. And then Soaktek, I'm so sorry. Yours is the most uneventful of the three. You will go around the town, spotting no magical sources.
I'll see him ritual cast it again at some point, just to be like, did they fuck this up?
Do you want
nothing?
Do you want to take another fucking hour, dude?
No, just another 10 minutes during the search to recast it.
Oh, okay, like it's somehow turned off.
Like I'm hitting my flashlight against the wall. I'm like, come on.
Like you're just hitting a flashlight against your hand.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, there.
Batteries. I just changed those.
Yeah, it's nothing. Absolutely
Nothing?
nothing. The only magical source you would see would be the healing potions up at the shop. Like this is the only magical source that you're kind of pinging, and it's because they have potions of healing.
Well, I will regroup at the party and share that I found nothing. There is no magic in this town.
I think there's some magic, darling. And then she kind of like puts her hair behind her back.
I flicker my
That's
snake
crazy.
Damn. Yeah, mine didn't really help with the whereabouts, but I did learn that there has been a string of thieveries, and it's possible that they're connected.
If we are
seems
hunting
promising.
dwarves, they have been here recently.
How recently?
Within the last 8 hours, they traveled with an ogre.
An ogre?
So rumors not actually baseless then. Dwarfs were here. Outsiders, and Lamp is no longer in the village, so...
But they must have seen the ogre. I'm gonna go up to the more curmudgeon-y one. Which one is that? Not Annie or Allie. Corey.
To Corey. Yeah, she'll be like writing something down over at a desk near, right next to Allie.
Excuse me, Miss Sherrard.
What do you want?
We are investigating the case of your missing lantern. But
Oh,
I have some question.
yeah, shoot.
A member of my party specializes in tracking.
Mm-hmm.
And he says the ones, the tracks he found of dwarves leaving towards the Dwarven Valley. Ogre with him.
Yeah, you'll kind of watch as Allie sort of like hits her sister on the shoulder and said, "See? Told you, dwarves." And all Corey's gonna do is roll her eyes, kind of leer at you a little bit and go, "You know I'm never gonna hear the end of this now, right?"
That is not my concern. Did you see an ogre in town?
No, and I think if someone did see an ogre in town, we would have heard something about it. I will remind you, I will let you know, in case you want to speak up about this, Night Render, is the ogre prince is farther out of town. So you see the dwarf prince. The dwarf prince goes to ogre prince that are out kind of like a little more out of town. And then you're gonna watch as the dwarf prince disappear, and then it's the sled line, everything. So you didn't see any.
Somebody might have like been peeking over the wall or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
fair enough.
I'll let him continue his questions.
Okay. It's like I think someone would have seen some ogres. We don't have a lot of interesting things happen here. That's why
That's what I figured.
Yeah, that's why the talk of the town would have been. It right now is our lamp got stolen. That's not an interesting topic to talk about, you know.
But you would be willing to pay to see it returned, would you not?
He thinks we have money. Look, if you don't find the land, and that's totally fine. If you're looking for payment, there's nothing we can afford or offer you, unfortunately. But we'd be more than willing to give you some lodgings as needed as you come here, and we won't charge you for a while. But that's pretty much all we can afford, I'm afraid.
I'll raise an eyebrow.
Free lodging is pretty pug.
Thank you for your time. We'll let you know if we come up with anything.
I think she's just kind of dismissing it as like, yeah, whatever, man. Like we're never gonna see you again. It's fine. It's cool. There are bigger things people are gonna worry about and do than find a magical lamp.
Hey, I think there's bigger and cooler things we could be doing than finding this lantern. I say to the party.
Yeah, probably.
Such as what?
Well, there was a dragon we saw.
I do not want to hunt a dragon.
No, I don't want to hunt it. I'm just saying that's bigger and more magical. Right?
Cooler, yeah.
It's
Jobs
real cool,
with
wasn't it?
us. They'd
Although
benefit us.
I may have promised an old lady I'd get her stolen stuff back, so I think the lantern might be worth looking into.
It's that you promised.
You were bound by your
Well,
word.
I was just making small talk with the questioning, and she's like, "Oh, maybe you want to come over for some tea sometime," and I'm like, "Oh, maybe when I get there, I'll have your pearls too." And she's like, "Oh, I'm holding you to that," and I'm like, "Oh no."
You've been tricked. She's manipulating you.
What kind of pearls did you say this was?
They were like engraved, she said there were like engraved pearls on her nightstand.
We should hunt these pearls.
I agree.
We give them back, right?
What? Why? Why?
Well, most of them, right?
Scrumbles
What?
has given his word. He is honor bound.
Perhaps
Right,
I could
Scrumbles
keep.
is honor bound.
If I could perhaps keep one pearl for myself.
Well, you'd have to ask
That's all of
her.
you.
Well, who's to say that the necklace or the pearls themselves didn't get damaged or lost in the process?
You know, she invited me for tea, but like we never exchanged names. Is that weird?
Maybe she wanted to get to know you better.
Maybe she is
Very
lonely.
rude.
Yes, was going to ask you your name at tea, maybe.
Maybe.
Tricky older woman. Do not trust.
Wait, is she one of those cougars I've read about?
Oh my god.
What?
Never mind.
Perhaps, if not the pearls, then whoever is. You said there is a crime spree. I said multiple
Yeah,
things being taken.
Pearls, goats, the lantern.
Well, if we were to happen upon this cache of goods, perhaps there is more to it. And perhaps we could relieve these thieves of their unwanted goods.
Well, let's also consider that I only promised the pearls.
Exactly.
There we go.
So we are hunting then.
We are treasure hunting, my friend. And I'm gonna pat him on
and-
the shoulder.
And dwarf hunting as
Okay.
well, I guess. And ogres and they're probably easier than a yeti.
And for you, and I'm gonna go up to Poppy. Of course, we are doing the land a good deed, removing these thieves. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sure. He looks a little confused, but bashful.
I will get the carriage ready, and I'm gonna go place the heat cube in the carriage and get it nice and
Ooh.
toasty.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh
Are we
my.
going to be able to take the carriage to the Dwarven Valley?
Brett made it seem like we could go off road with it, maybe just slower.
We come back and the carriage is on cinder blocks.
I was about to say, it's on fucking cinder blocks, man.
What do you mean?
The axe beaks don't have their fucking beaks anymore. Like, where we don't have
Featherless.
My God, they took they took the hubcaps.
Well, that's a good question. What do you want to do? You want to go out with the axe beacon carriages?
We should certainly take it. You know, depending on the volume of stolen goods, we could use it for helping to move them.
Yeah, we do
But
probably
if we
need a.
leave it here, it could be stolen.
Okay.
But if we take it with us, it could also be stolen.
I think we just have to look out for our carriage, and the best way to do this is by having it closer. Also,
What
it's a
if,
much better ride.
What if Poppy pulls the carriage and we leave the axe beaks to live their lives?
I can do that.
And then Poppy feels fulfilled. Yeah, see? See?
Listen, in this hand, I have Poppy's fulfillment. Yes, okay, very important. Okay, way up
Yeah.
here is convenience for the entire party. Let's
Well,
just-
okay, wait. We split the difference, leave one axe beak here, and Poppy pulls it alongside the other axe beak.
I will let you know, Poppy
I can do that.
Poppy can pull a total of 2,550 pounds.
Oh my God!
This is true. It's true.
Poppy can pull more than an axe beak.
I have no doubt of your abilities. Why? What? The...
You want purpose, man.
Just get in the carriage.
Get in the goddamn carriage.
Very well.
Okay.
I went to bat for you. Sorry.
Pops in the carriage.
What's Poppy doing?
Yeah, wait, am I out of the carriage or in the carriage?
You're out of the carriage right now, but you were passed over for the axe beaks. What's Poppy doing right now?
That's okay. She'll go in the carriage.
Okay.
That's all right. She doesn't have the fight.
All right. Now that you all are in the carriage, will you be investigating the tracks?
I
Yeah.
reckon so.
Yes.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. You guys will begin your travel following the tracks thanks to your guiding ranger. And the following will happen. So as you kind of like go out from the tracks, you're beginning to follow these tracks, you're beginning to follow these heavy footsteps. And what you end up doing at one point as you arrive over here toward kind of getting closer to the Dwarven Valley, the tracks just sort of vanish. And that tends to happen when you have like all of this heavy snow and everything that's happening here. But because you guys have a ranger in your party who's following the tracks, you will not be required to give the second survival check. As with Night Render's fantastic tracking abilities, essentially, you would be able to re-find the tracks. But what surprises you about this, it starts moving away from the Dwarven Valley.
Oh.
To the north. To Kelvin's Cairn.
Oh, man.
Would you like to continue?
Kelvin's Cairn.
Would you guys like?
Baby, we brought it dead.
Would you guys like to continue following these tracks?
Let's just blow up the mountain.
I concur.
I would like to.
Yeah. Okay. Hearing
How much is TNT, DM?
just hearing no objection, you guys start leering as you see the shadow of Kelvin's Cairn approaching you all again.
Oh, I might need to use that scroll sooner than I thought.
Fucking mountain, this dark mistress. Oh, how
We
I
did
keep
not-
crawling back to you.
We did not buy climbing kits.
No, we didn't.
I do not want to go to the mountain.
Are you gonna
Maybe we
stop?
don't have to climb it.
Are you gonna continue following the tracks, or are you gonna stop and turn back?
We can at least see how far they go. If they go up the mountain, we can turn back. If they're on a sled, they can't have gone up
If
the
they have
mountain.
a sled, yes, they
Yes.
cannot bring it up a cliff.
That is true.
They would have had to have leave it down near the base or something.
Very well.
All right. You guys will watch as it goes over to the mountain's base and then makes a turn.
Oh.
As you'll watch as the tracks go all around the mountain.
Oh my god.
This guy's stank.
Until eventually it turns to one of the northern peaks of Kelvin Cairn. And as you approach, you will see a fort built into this peak. So,
How big a fort?
you can see it. You can see it actually built into the peak itself. So you kind of see like part of the fort, like this. It's like it looks like an outpost. It's sort of like this stone building jutting out of the walls of this mountain. But from the distance, you can see the door opening. You can see this sort of like you can see this outpost. You can see this small little shelter tower. But it kind of like goes up a little bit. So let me actually show you guys. Give me 1 second. Then I'm gonna pause because it really depends on what kind of choice you guys make. Where are you at? Doot doot. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. So, I'm going to show you what you guys can see. You guys are not on the map yet. Just to be clear. Okay. I'm going to pause that. As we move you... Just call it this for now. All right. So this is what you guys see. Just to kind of describe a little bit here. You're currently riding like through this sort of valley as it is right now. Just so you guys are aware, to zoom in, there are ledges that go up 10 feet each time. So you guys will be coming in through this base. This ledge over here, this sort of ledge over here increases up to 10 feet. This ledge up here increases up to 20 feet. This ledge here increases up to 30 feet. And then there is another ledge up here that it goes up to 40 feet. So right now you're kind of between this essentially valley. So as you're following these tracks, you'll kind of begin to see this fort. Because it's the fort itself is on the highest most ledge, so it's about 40 feet above you currently, and you're traveling up this valley right now. So the question is, what would you guys like to do? Would you like to proceed traveling up through that valley, or would you like to sort of stop off the map and figure something else out?
I never thought about it. What should we do?
I didn't think we'd get this far.
I didn't expect a fortress.
Neither did I.
That's probably well defended.
I am not quiet.
Do we need
Possible
to
they
be?
have sentries.
Perhaps they are friendly.
Yeah,
He
sure.
gives a little sly grin.
Well, go for it if you want.
I would like a better plan.
Yeah.
Could present ourselves as passing merchants or mercenaries looking for hire.
Or
I look
we
like
could
a
pretend-
mercenary.
We could,
Ooh.
Poppy, you and I could run towards the fortress and scream about Scrumbus being a slave trader.
Oh,
That was really good plan.
I
Really
like that
good.
one,
Worked well
but
the first
Well,
time.
but
It
It worked
maybe
really well.
perhaps this time we don't need to.
That's a good point.
Perhaps they do not know that these goods the one brings back.
Oh,
are
that was
stolen.
you. That was Brett moving us. Okay. I thought.
Fuck!
I thought Sotek for some reason had control of my token and was moving over there.
I must ask you guys, will you be stopping and continuing this conversation? Because as you are talking, you are approaching the fortress.
I feel like we would have stopped.
We should probably stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys could have done something really funny. Like charged right in the door.
I'm gonna
What are we gonna
box
do,
up
guys?
the cube, Brett, at this point.
Okay. Cube in box. The temperature still lingers, but the area begins cooling down a little bit.
Okay. Hear me out. Listen. We present ourselves as mercenaries or looking for work. Worst case scenario, they say no. Best case scenario, they say yes and let us in. Best case scenario, they offer us better pay and better stuff than we would get from returning a lamp.
All right.
Right, which is nothing.
I like the way you think.
Okay,
Yes,
but
yes.
is
I'm
this-
very smart.
But yeah, that's the problem. This seems like a clever ruse to just to narc on us when we get back.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. She starts sweating.
Didn't you just turn the cube off? Why are you sweating?
It's very cold. I'm sweating.
I don't know.
For the record, I liked your idea.
Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. Don't have to go with my idea. It's fine.
Well, I think we should.
I also
All
like
right.
your idea.
But since it was your idea, I want you to promise me that you won't narc on us when we get back.
Yes, I agree with this too.
She blinks slowly.
Looks good. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Good enough for me.
All right. The deal is struck, yes?
We're gonna carriage on up to the front fucking door, baby.
All right. So you guys are currently riding in the wagon as you begin sort of galloping up with these two axe beaks. Let's see here.
Sal Jr. and Spaghetti.
Sal Jr. and Spaghetti. Okay, who's sitting in the back of the carriage? Who's sitting in the front of the carriage?
I'm definitely in the back.
Sal's near
I'll
the
be in
front.
the front.
I think Sal is outside. You're the one that's actually piloting the carriage, correct, Sal?
Sure. Yeah, that or Night Rain if Night Rain chose to.
Oh yeah, well, I need to
I
know.
love that game. That's a great game.
Okay, so
that?
so that's gonna be you,
We call
Night
him
Rain.
Night Rain instead of Night Render.
Oh, sorry, Night Render.
Oh
Sorry,
my God. Sorry.
my bad.
Yeah.
That's a great game. I appreciate you calling me that.
So
I mean, Executor, by the way, if you ever want to play together, just saying.
So I do need to know who is piloting the birds.
I think Sal should, honestly. He's the one who imprinted on the birds. I'm just kind of there to make sure that they don't run off.
Yeah.
So I'll ride shotgun if
Sounds good.
possible.
Okay. Oh, all right. So yeah, you'll have so you both will be actually outside on the carriage, sort of like both there. Okay. And then who's sitting in the front of the carriage and who's sitting in the back of the carriage?
I think
Front
I would say
for me.
I was gonna say
Okay.
I think me and Sotek are sitting in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like back.
All right. So as you begin galloping onto it, you know, the axe beaks are moving over there. You're approaching over at the door. You, first of all, let me go ahead and check something real quick. Where the hell? Oh, that's weird. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm checking something really quick. 1 minute. Okay. I'm about to laugh. Okay.
All right, and as you approach, 3 ballistas mounted on the wall fire at your axes, killing them instantly.
Okay. One second.
Sorry, make that 4.
What are the languages that you know? Tom? 'Cause I only see Goblin.
Have I just been speaking goblins?
Goblin, yeah, no, it's fine. So common,
Common and goblin. Those are the only two.
those are the only two. Okay, all right. You didn't pick up like any other language as an entertainer? Oh yeah,
Was
you
that
don't.
one of-
No,
Yeah.
I guess not. Okay. Do you does intelligence? No, I guess intelligence scores doesn't increase that. So okay, so yeah, racial traits and backgrounds. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So you know common and goblin, and that's it.
Yep.
Shouldn't you? Isn't there a rule about? Oh, I see. I see what's happening here. Okay, cool. As I say, I feel like you should know more, but I think there's I think 3E had a rule where like you knew the number of you knew more languages equal to your intelligence modifier. Yeah, and that's not in 5E, so that's why I was getting a little confused. I'm like, but you're a fucking wizard. You should know
Why doesn't the
Everything.
int-based class know more languages?
Yeah. So I was getting a little confused. And as an entertainer, the entertainer doesn't give you more languages. So okay.
Yeah, sorry, I only know how to entertain people who speak common and gobble.
Well, I'm so happy to let you guys know that nobody understands what is being said, as you will sort of like hear off into the distance being screamed from the ledges. 1 second, let me actually get this here. You're gonna hear a language that's being spoken that you don't know what's being said. You're gonna hear one gruff voice say, "Sung wrong," and you are going to see a rain of crossbow bolts getting fired down upon you.
Yep, there it is. Goodbye, Axe Beaks.
Sal Jr. Spaghetti.
Damn. What's that? That's 100 gold down the drain. That's kind of badass.
Okay.
We have to kill them all.
No.
As the encounter begins.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill this guy, Soak-Tech. Damn.
I was starting to like him. Just met him.
This is going to be at range advantage, the first crossbow getting fired. And yes, it's going to be at the axe peak. It's going to be a 7, so you're just gonna watch as this like barrage of arrows from over here are just raining down over at you guys right now. And they're just kind of like hitting all around the axe peaks.
What's happening? Should we leave?
Attacked.
Should we just leave? I don't like that.
This was not good plan. Sorry, everyone.
Where are they coming from?
I'm gonna roll some. I'm gonna roll some initiative right now. Okay. Soak-Tech, what are you doing? You're seeing arrows being fired as you're hearing screaming from up above.
I will. Can I tuck and roll out of this carriage and get out of it?
You
pretty
sure
quick?
can. Well, you're right now on a up on a 10-foot face over here. So
Okay.
you're currently the carriage is currently really close to that. So you would have to like leap from like the back of the carriage, and then even then to get up these ledges, it's going to be double movement.
Okay. Would this ledge here then be cover for 10 feet to the north?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. You can like bend back against that. So yes, that would give you cover.
Okay. Then I'm gonna I'll tuck and roll out of the carriage. Go use all my movement to.
Go like here.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
There.
Okay. You will have to move up here to be against that ledge, just FYI. To get cover.
Which point?
You have to move up another 5 feet.
Oh, okay. So this is cover.
Yes, because it's a 10-foot wall now. Or not a 10-foot
Okay.
wall, it's like a 10-foot slope up, but it's enough to like get you some cover if you press up against it.
All right. Let's see. Then from cover, I'm gonna deploy my little snake friend, and I'm going to let me just read this again. As an action, I'm going to see through my snake's eyes and just send it, I guess, up this way. However, it rolls its own initiative, so that's my action to start peering through its eyes. Oh my god! The great snake!
Oh my god, boy!
Now, invaders!
This giant snake pops out,
Jormungandr!
and then sort of.
All right, perfect.
Let me roll its initiative.
Oh my god.
That is not assist points, just FYI.
I'm sorry. I love this. Still called giant constrictor snake.
This giant constrict. Well, that's I will hold on. Let me update him to what I know. What you guys want, and that's good boy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah. Take cover, hide behind this little ledge, deploy snake mode, go into its eyes, and then when on its turn, it's gonna be moving up.
Very good. Hey guys, speaking of free action, as these axe birds are now careening over to this door.
We should probably turn around, or at least stash them somewhere else.
Okay, probably good idea to turn around. Not friendly.
Yeah, turn around,
Not
guys.
hospitable.
Spaghetti, lead the charge. Turn right.
So here's the thing: as you guys are galloping forward, there is nowhere to turn around. You guys are in this sort of tight valley, so it kind of like it's gonna go up a little bit, and you guys are gonna go up with it. So let me see here, 5, 15. They're gonna kind of 20, 25, and so as you're like trying to turn them, they're now like kind of like careening over on this like ledge, and they're trying to get over there. Okay, I need oh boy, Jesus fucking God. I'm trying to think of how this is gonna work because I genuinely don't think they're gonna be like, yeah, here you go. They're essentially, there's these big ledges everywhere, so they're kind of like going up. Give me an animal handling check to try and keep them calm. Sal.
Oh.
No.
You are whipping in such a worse that they are just they continue going up. They start bucking all around. They're desperately trying to do that, and they stop over there, and that's gonna actually be both of their turns. What's Boy doing?
Slither. Okay, what actually is this right here?
So
Is this a tower?
yeah. So what you're currently looking at is a bunker. So as you're kind of like staring up at it, there's arrow slits that are there that you're seeing a crossbow being pointed out of right now.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, it's a stone bunker that stands 15 feet tall. The rough edges of the construction indicate that it was cut from a single piece of stone.
Wow.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Impressive craftsmanship if I didn't hate them right now. These arrow slits, perhaps accessible by a curious, climby little snake?
I would say so, yes.
Then I'm gonna use all of Boy's movement to...
All right, so I'm gonna have to do, to get, so Boy's over here. So it's gonna be 15 feet of movement to get here, to get up this ledge and then get over here. So 20, this is as far, well, you're gonna have him dash, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All right, that's 25, then that becomes 40, and then it's gonna go up over here. So I'm gonna do, how do we do this? So so this is what, I'm gonna move your token up here real quick so you can actually see what Boy sees.
Okay. All right. And then, all right, yeah, I guess that's all I know. Very cool.
Okay. Poppy, you are going for a very aggressively angry ride right now as the wagon starts kicking up until eventually it just completely stops. As both axe beaks are currently in a panic at this sudden battle scenario as you're watching these crossbow bolts are flying down over around you. And the axe beaks are like, oh, God! They're freaking out right now, but they are now stopped.
Okay, okay, the fur shawl that that Render has, can she grab it?
Yeah.
She's gonna grab it and hoist it up onto her her flail and wave it around in the air like a big white flag.
Okay, so you're surrendering this turn.
I mean, I don't really know what else to do. I can't really see.
Yeah. No. It's, I mean, it is an action. Would you like to do that?
Yeah. She's trying to show that they didn't mean any harm.
Okay, that's you're going the diplomatic route.
Okay.
I like it. Okay, does that end your turn?
I think it has to for now, yeah.
Scrumbus, you're at the back. You're watching as Poppy's outside, you know, looking outside the carriage now, trying to create like a sort of surrender flag, trying to show like, you know, up, we're not supposed to be doing this. We're sorry. What would you like to do, Scrumbus? You're currently at the back of the wagon. Yes.
This is 10 feet up, and
Correct.
this is 10 feet up, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna hop out the back of the wagon.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Five, 10. Is this frozen over? This lake? This river?
Yes, it is.
Okay. 15. 20. I'm gonna hunker down. I'm gonna use the hide action.
Okay.
Where's stealth? There it is.
Okay. All right. You will watch Soktech as this sort of short-stouted individual will move over to another arrow slit over here, keeping an eye on the cart. You will see Poppy giving the universal sign for "we surrender, we don't," we're you know, making every effort she can to be like, this is a big mistake. You will watch as the short-stouted individual will then take aim and fire anyways. They're taking no prisoners here.
Whoa, these guys are crazy.
Critical miss.
Crazy.
You'll watch as the
Bad
arrow.
shots.
Yeah, that will then fling over there, and you'll just hear "Sung Vog, Sung Vog."
Vogue these notes.
Boy! Okay, Night Render.
I'm gonna assist Sal in controlling these creatures.
Yeah, they're not moving right now. So if you would like to spend your action with an animal handling, you can do that.
I would like to attempt to.
Okay, go ahead. All right, you sort of calm them down. You calm them down a little bit, but now, yeah, they're at a full stop, but they're back in your command.
Okay. Then he's gonna start gesturing for Sal to get us the fuck out of here.
Okay. Sal.
Sal would like to try to get us the fuck out of here.
All right. So you're gonna give the command to the experts, like turn around and get going.
Yeah, let's double back, guys. Ooh, nice.
All right. Sounds good.
Badass.
So on their turn, they're gonna start taking the cart around.
Okay.
Okay. Anything you'd like to do?
Look again. I'm looking. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it.
Okay. You will hear from further up. You'll hear "Sung Vrog, Nafet Abreston," and then yeah, that's all you'll see. So give me a second. Okay. Soktech, what would you like to do?
A lot of good options, to be honest. I think this one will help all my friends, though. On the arrow slit of the bunker that I can see,
Yes.
I'm going to fill the bunker with darkness.
Ooh. Okay.
Now we press the attack.
Good call.
All right, let's see the area. Ah, very good. Yeah, so you'll kind of like look into there. You'll watch as this darkness begins pouring out.
And I'll have, wait, I guess nah, that's something for me to decide later. All right.
You'll hear in a panicked scream, Grevikund! Grevikund! You don't know what the fuck they're saying.
I have no idea, and I don't care. This guy's gonna die today.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right, so we're gonna 1, 2, And yeah, they're gonna just start running down this ledge. I'm assuming you're trying to get everything out of this area. That's 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Hey, hey guys. There's a small goblin that's about to get fucking trampled right now. What would you all?
Oh no!
As you panically turn around, they try to stay to the ledge. And yeah, they're gonna. Oh boy, yeah, they're gonna try their best to try and like keep around, but it's a tight fit. So I'm gonna say this is as far as they can get without further action being taken. But they have sort of like turned around now.
Nice, nice.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna be like yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna spend their whole turn essentially U-turning. So yeah, you guys are gonna be like, I'm gonna say like, yeah, like right about there. As
Nice.
As the U-turn is happening. What would you like Boy to do?
It feels like we're leaving. I'm gonna have him come back.
All right.
Brother, do you want to kill?
Oh, brother, I thought these people were gonna get the ultimate price for trying to kill us.
Brother, you say the word. Say the word. And I'll hop off this fucking carriage right now.
But I do think we should move. I think we should move the axe beaks back. All right, this is all above board, you know. I think we should move the axe beaks back so they don't freaking die, because those are an investment. And then we should fight these guys. There's only 2 of them. They can't even aim.
I agree. I agree. Let's kill. After the axe beaks get saved.
Okay. So Boy, do you want Boy to return? Can Boy see through magical darkness?
Unfortunately not. That's the problem.
Yeah, so Boy will be returning, is what you're telling me.
Boy is gonna come back to me.
Okay, Boy's returned. Poppy, would you like to keep riding in the cart? Poppy? Oh, she's mute.
Oh, she's
She is
typing.
currently typing.
Ah, gotcha. Something happened. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No,
it's so hard doing this all on a phone. Sorry, I was typing in the group chat asking if someone could screen share, and then you started saying my name, and I like panicked. And
I'm so
was trying to get
sorry.
through the app.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Here, I'll. Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to look at the. I'm flying blind here.
Mm-hmm. I guess I want to know is Scrumbus and Sotek. So wait, is Scrumbus hopping back in the cart? Like, are you guys like leaving this area like together? Or are like some of you staying while the rest of you are gonna find like a safe spot for the beaks? Because that could be rounds out of combat for whoever's leaving with the axe beaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
We should all probably depart together then.
I mean, Sal's pretty fucking fast. Sal moves like 90 feet a turn, right?
No, 50.
Are you 25? I thought you were 30.
I'm 25.
So 75 with
75,
with
yeah.
both of your dash actions. Yeah.
Oh, true.
I'm down to stay on the cart and get out of here if that's what people are thinking.
Yes, I think Sal would be focused on getting the cart and the beaks to safety.
Night Render,
Okay.
you gonna hop off this cart?
Get out of here.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
All right, so I'm going to assume that Scrumbus, you are going to be spending the rest of your turn hopping back on the cart. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And because Lawman's currently AFK, we'll be making the executive decision as well that Soaktech will also be hopping onto the cart. So, with that, I can actually tell you we're going to skip around. An arrow's going to fly blind at disadvantage in the middle of the freaking darkness. Wait a second. This stray arrow might actually go somewhere.
Whoa!
It strikes an axe beak.
Oh!
Which one?
Oh boy, it's Sal Jr. It's Sal Jr.
No! It's Sal Jr.
That axe beak still isn't bloody. The arrow sticks, and you're gonna hear whack, and it's gonna like start going a little faster. Yeah.
Is there a door to this place?
No, all you see are arrow slits. No door that you can see.
Or
There's
something.
probably a fucking tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you're galloping around, you see no door on this bunker.
Okay.
Or it could be on an angle that we just haven't seen yet.
Could I update Sal's directive?
Yeah, I mean, do you?
Yeah, he's gonna immediately jump off and go after whoever.
Oh no!
What?
Okay.
Sal slowly turns to
Sal, it's your
the
turn.
Nightlender.
Your Lobos.
Take the reins.
He's going.
Update Sal's directive.
Yeah, Sal, it's your turn. You're free to hop off now.
Yeah, he's not even saying anything. He just jumps off. Normal movement here, 5 feet.
Yep.
10, and then
20 to get up there.
Okay, so yeah, 20.
And then you're gonna
25.
see magical darkness, a wall of darkness.
Gee, I don't know. Okay. He's gonna feel in front of him.
You're gonna feel a giant sloped wall.
Okay. He's gonna attempt to climb.
Okay.
Should be.
So we're gonna spend another 10 feet.
Yeah. I think it's 35
Yep. Okay.
at this point. Okay.
And then you're
Feeling
gonna
for-
immediately feel stone wall and an opening, like from the arrow slit.
Can he fit in the opening?
I don't think so. I think it's like a 6-inch wide slit.
Weak.
Enough to stab into.
Okay, he's gonna like hold his hand on the wall and try and just make his way and keep touching the wall and checking his footing.
So
looking for an
you're feeling a slit right now, and you're and you're hearing very close to you, "Song Rung," and then another word that's being screamed as well, as if you're currently 5 feet away. Like you are right there.
I see. Okay. Yeah, okay. If he thinks he's that close to somebody, he will definitely take a stab through the slit.
Okay.
See what happens.
Yeah, this. Go ahead and do the roll. This will be at disadvantage though. So roll is normal, and I'll disadvantage for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it sort of dig into a plated individual who will then just be like, "Ah, suck frog!" And then you're gonna hear something drop on the ground. And that's it.
Okay.
That's all you hear.
Put the fear of God in him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd shit my pants if something stabbed at me in the dark too. So
So I think I have 15 movement left. Can he? Sal wants to find an opening, like a doorway.
Okay.
Or something.
Would you like to go southbound or northbound?
I think we'll go northbound.
Okay. 1, 2, and then you're feeling like slit wall,
Yeah, he's
and
holding on.
yeah, and then you're gonna go up to here for 3.
Okay.
But you're just feeling the same pattern.
All right.
But now you feel yourself like moving around. So, okay. You're going to hear the sound of creaking chains from within.
It's a lift.
Yeah,
There's a fucking elevator in there.
that's interesting.
So,
It sounds like somebody's coming.
so Soaktech, just to raid you in on everything that happened. As a party, everyone decided we're gonna leave just to drop off these birds and then come back later. Until an arrow flying blind out of the darkness struck one of the axe beaks. Struck Sal Jr. Sal then made the decision to hop off the cart, and then he went into the darkness.
Epic. That's
So-
what I'm talking about.
So, the goal was to hop onto the cart. Will you be hopping back on the cart, which will take your whole round, or are you going in?
I'm going in.
All right.
Now, I can see through this darkness.
Oh, can
As a
you?
reminder.
Magic
Oh,
darkness.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
With my devil's sight, my eyes flicker a sickly yellow glow. And I
Very
may
good.
see through. I would like to make my way around onto the east side. How much movement would this be to get here?
10 feet, 15, and then it's going to be 25 over here.
25?
Yeah, and then this will be 30.
30.
You can look inside the arrow slit. There you see the stouted individual who seems to be in quite a bit of a panic. Something, from what you heard from above, stabbed through the other arrow slit, and currently the creature has dropped what you now see on the floor if you're looking through the slit, a heavy crossbow. The slit is 6 inches thick, allowing you to fire something into it if you would like.
Now he's dropped this crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like he intends to go for a different weapon, or what is
yes,
this
he's
what is
actually
this movement?
He's reaching back to draw a war pick and shield.
Guy just won't leave it alone. All right.
By the way, now that you can see everything and you're looking into the slit, you will recognize that this is a bunker with no doors on any side. You will actually see a set of what are floor doors called?
Trap doors.
Yeah, you'll actually see a hatch or a trap door over on the ground over here, a wooden trap door over there. Making it assume that the only entry in here is through a tunnel.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot a blast at this guy. Poor guy's just blinded and sitting in this darkness, but I'm gonna shoot at him anyways.
All right, roll the attack as normal. This will be at advantage.
Oh. I've rolled the man.
Fuck, dude.
Sorry guys, this is why I went utility.
This is why I don't do the recap. Sorry, guys.
This is why I couldn't do the recap. I rolled that, guys.
You're gonna watch as the blast kind of like shoots off over there, scorching and marking the area.
It's like, surely it's not counting his charisma. Obviously it looks wrong, and I looked, it's a +1 in there, and I went,
hey, man. All right,
Hey, man.
Hardcore, baby.
Okay, so Night Render, unless you're stopping these guys, you, Scrumbus, Poppy, and the Axe Beaks will be leaving the map.
I have to be responsible and get these goddamn birds out of here before they shoot another errant bolt that kills one of them.
Very good. All right, so this is where we're gonna.
Back for blood.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna go ahead and make some quick rolls. Okay. First off, Night Render, can you please give me an animal handling roll?
I will attempt.
Okay. Okay. How far are you getting these birds?
Let's get them off the map.
Okay. No, I understand, but how far are you taking the birds out? Is it gonna be 100 feet away from the map? 150 feet away from the map? 500 feet away from the map?
I scroll up. Let's get them. Let's see. Let's get them 55 feet away. Actually, let's get them 60 feet away.
So you want to get them 60 feet out away from the map, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. I have to make some calculations.
That way they have to shoot the heavy crossbow at super disadvantage.
Okay. So if you're going 60 feet off the map, okay, so that's going to be, okay, 1 round there. Your animal handling was good, so you're spending your action on that next turn to do that, so that'll be 2. And then assuming everyone is dashing back. Oh no. Scrumbus doesn't have it's hide, not dash. Okay. With Scrumbus in tow. Well, actually, I'm assuming everyone else is going to head back while you're getting the bird settled down and like hatched, essentially hooked somewhere. So you'll do that. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Because we're actually going to stop. We're going to pause time for now before the dungeon happens because, I think it's a good starting spot, but also so we can have a Junie here on the computer for the next episode.
Okay.
This battle's going to continue, but Scrumbus, Poppy, and Night Render will not be a part of it for the next 3 rounds.
That'll be fine.
So that is
Yeah, you guys are fine.
That is.
Don't worry about whatever that chain was.
So that
couldn't be anything important.
Yeah, you weren't like
definitely not reinforcements.
Yeah, you weren't following an ogre or anything like that.
Okay, but like to be fair, what would the ogre do?
That's true. So this is what the map's gonna look like. It'll be the next 3 rounds. We actually are starting at round 3. So at round 6 is when everyone will be returning. But that will end today's session of Icewind Dale Hardcore. Thank you guys so much for playing. Woo! Just so everyone is aware, we will be off next Wednesday. So sorry for those that were fiending to see how this was going to end. But we will be back June 2nd. July 2nd.
July 2nd.
July 2nd. July 2nd. The thing I said the whole time. Whole freaking time. All right.
No evidence he didn't.
You know what? We are going to hold off on fan art today. And we will hold off. We will do our bingo. We're going to do fan art when everyone's good to appreciate it. Everyone's got their full computer ready to go. So we'll do a double fan art session for next time. So Junie can truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But we will do bingo. We will absolutely do some bingo because no one needs to look at that while we're doing that. So bingo. Let's begin with an in-character recap. No kill session. Yes. Yes. No one died. Yes. Everything resolves. Definitely not. Scrumbus dodges a bullet. You guys dodged some arrows, so I'll give that an okay.
Do you count the axe beak stopping right before they hit me, dodging a bullet?
Yeah, that works. Dragon makes an appearance. Nope. Snick behavior. We got some with boy. Poppy is socially awkward. I'm gonna say yes to that.
She is. Yep. Usually.
Party finds a new town. Not really. You found an outpost, though. We did get a nat 1. How did they survive moment? No, everyone's been doing pretty well. Charisma class fails at bargaining. No, definitely not. Render the ranger does rangering. Yep, that definitely happened today. Bingo time. No narc. Familiar gets poofed. Nope. Familiar's been good.
That's next episode. Oh no.
Next episode.
Daredevil Scrumbus, no.
Tea with an old lady. That's a daredevil move.
I mean, you did jump off of a moving wagon, so I'm gonna say yes to that. A party member buys something suspicious. Would you
Can't
consider
think of anything.
is the thermal stone suspicious or no? You don't think so? No. Okay.
Hey, that's suspicious.
Literally everything was on the up and up. This
Yeah.
motherfucker came back and was like, guys, this is what I'm buying and I want your input.
Yeah, it was really good. Look at all this Poppy can carry moment. The opposite happened.
True.
Soaktech essentially bought the equivalent of a luxury sedan for the party.
Yes.
100% he did.
I mean, a little bit of goblin bows did that. Think what we're gonna get from here, guys.
Ooh.
Hell yeah,
We're gonna buy a house.
Load up the car.
Well, you did see a heavy crossbow drop. Those butt suckers are worth 50 gold pieces, so I'm just
my
saying. Look at all this Poppy. Yeah, that happened. No rat has appeared. Party explores dungeon. Nope, not yet. You guys just got outside of it. Party keeps adding animals to the party. 2 axe beaks, baby. Woo! The party comes
Sal
across
Junior and spaghetti.
the party comes across a new monster random encounter. No. Colossal creature found. No. I think we did have a nat 20 moment. Rat? What rat? Yes. No bingo today, I'm afraid, but you guys did get a bunch of marks, so.
Somebody definitely got a bingo somewhere.
Somewhere, absolutely. Okay. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for playing. Really do appreciate that very much. Totally realized I did not record this episode, so I'll have to download it as usual. I even got the audio thing.
Worst.
I didn't press the start record. Yeah, it happens. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you the next time. See you in a couple of weeks,
you,
okay?
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.